Welcome back, dear students. We are going to quickly revise what all we have studied so far in when we started studying immunology. In very first lecture, we have seen immunology, introduction and historical perspective. Next, in the lecture 2, we have seen innate immunity and their barriers. And lecture 3, we have seen adaptive immunity and we have compared innate immunity and adaptive immunity. Now in this particular session, what we have to study about immune response. So let us understand first of all a term which will be repeated again and again, that is called antigen. Antigens are nothing, they are foreign particle. We'll take very simple example, bacteria. So bacteria have their cell wall. In the cell wall of bacteria, they have peptidoglycan. Now when bacteria enters, and I have already told you, adaptive immunity has non-self recognition property. So upon screening, immune system will come to know it is not self cell, it is non-self cell when they are going to see peptidoglycan. So like that, bacterial macromolecule, viral capsid protein, parasitic protein, all these will be serving as an foreign particle or antigen. Now when antigen enters, that antigen is going to trigger an immune response. That immune response will be discussed. Now antigen can be categorized into two types depending upon their capacity, whether they can get inside the cell by invading them or they will remain outside. If they remain outside, they are called as extracellular antigen, and if they get inside the cell, they are called as intracellular antigen. First of all, extracellular antigen. For example, bacteria. So most of the bacteria, they are not going to invade the cell, they will remain in the circulation. They will be called as extracellular antigen. The only exception is Mycobacterium species. So Mycobacterium species, it will remain out, it will get inside the cell. So except Mycobacterium, all the bacteria are extracellular antigen. Now intracellular antigen, as the name indicates, intra means inside, cellular means cells. So if this is a host cell, they'll have receptor for all type of bacteria. So these host cell are going to bind to a bacteria. Bacteria will bind to the respective receptor, and after binding to the receptor, bacteria will get inside the cell. So virus will get inside the cell. So virus has the capacity to invade the cell, and these are called as intracellular antigen. So broadly, antigens can be categorized into two types: extracellular antigen and intracellular antigen. Antigen which remains outside the cell will be extracellular antigen, most of the bacteria except Mycobacterium. On the other hand, antigen which will get inside the cell and they are going to be invading the cell, they are called as intracellular antigen. An example for intracellular antigen is viruses. For example, COVID-19, which is the virus in use nowadays, or any other virus. Now, coming to immune response. So you can see in this particular diagram, I have shown B cells. So B cell, I have introduced this cell yesterday only. B cells are nothing. B stands for bone marrow, which is referring as site of maturation. This cell gets matured in bone marrow. That's why it is called as B cell. Now in birds, the site of maturation is busa of Fabricus, so it is referred as B cell. On the surface of B cell, you have a receptor. That receptor is called B cell receptor. B cell receptor is nothing. It's monomeric form of antibody IgM. Now B cell receptor itself is an antibody, so it will recognize antigen directly without processing or presentation. So after this antigen antibody binding, there will be formation of two types of cells. One is called memory cell, which will remember this antigen for the lifelong, and another one is called as Plasma cells or antibody secreting cell. As the name defines itself, antibody secreting cells are going to secrete antibody in the circulation. Now along with the circulation, they are going to screen entire circulatory system for presence of other antigens. They forms antigen antibody complex and clear antigen from the circulation. So this part of immune response, it is controlled by B cell, and the immune response that is mediated by B cell, that is called B cell response, or it is also referred as humoral immune response. Now another type of lymphocyte is present. That lymphocyte is called as T lymphocyte. T lymphocyte, why T? T stands for thymus. Like B lymphocyte, B stands for bone marrow, which is its site of maturation. In case of T lymphocyte, T stands for thymus, which is its site of maturation. Now T lymphocytes are of two types. One type is called as TH. H stands for helper. So it stands for T helper cell. Another type is called as TC cell. C stands for cytotoxic. Later on you will understand why it is called helper and why it is called cytotoxic. So this T helper cell, they also have a receptor, and TC cell also has a receptor, and this receptor is called as TCR. TCR stands for T cell receptor. This T cell receptor is also membrane bound like B cell receptor, but it is not an antibody. As you can see the difference, this is membrane bound, this is also membrane bound, but T cell receptor is not an antibody. As it is not an antibody, it cannot recognize antigen directly. Antigen must be processed and presented with MHC. I'll repeat once again. B cell receptor is antibody itself. So it recognizes antigen without processing and presentation. That antigens are called as soluble antigen. On the other hand, T cell receptors are membrane bound, but they are not antibody. So they will be recognizing antigen only when they are completely processed and presented. Now for T helper cell, processing will be done by antigen presenting cells. Now these are antigen presenting cell. Antigen presenting cell highly expresses MHC class 2. And after processing, extracellular antigen will be presented in the cleft of MHC class 2. This is processed antigen. So processed antigen will be recognized by T cell receptor, and another binding will be between CD4 and MHC class 2. So one thing you should remember, that for processing of extracellular antigen for T helper cell will be done by antigen presenting cell, and after processing they will be presented in the cleft of MHC class 2. First binding will be with the processed antigen and T cell receptor, and second binding will be CD4 and MHC class 2. Now move on to TC cells. In case of coming to TC cells, in case of TC cell, processing will be done by a cell. That cell is called as ASC. ASC stands for altered self cell. Altered self cell, again term is self-defining. Altered self cells are those cells which are going to be altered from the normal cells. For example, if a cell is having tumor, that cell will be expressing some special protein which is not going to be expressed by normal cells. Or a cell is virus infected, they will be expressing viral protein on their surface which is not going to be expressed by a cell which is not infected by a virus. So, the example for altered self cell, altered self cells are virus infected cells or tumor cells. Now they highly expresses MHC class 1, and after processing and presentation of intracellular antigen, for example viruses, after processing of intracellular antigen, they will be presented in the cleft of MHC class 1, and then they are going to recognize by T cell receptor. Second binding will be between CD8 and MHC class 1. Now what happens after this? After this, T helper cell starts secreting small molecular, low molecular weight proteins. Those are referred as cytokines. There are groups of cytokines like interleukin 1, interleukin 2 and all that. Now these cytokines, I'll come to cytokine later on. Next is called as TC cells. TC cells, upon encountering the processed antigen in the cleft of MHC class 1, they are going to convert it into CTC. CTC stands for cytotoxic T cells. The cytotoxic T cells are going to kill altered cell and tumor infected cells. Once they are going to kill altered cell and tumor infected cells, for example, if it's a virus infected cell, so once by the cytotoxic T cells, virus infected cells or tumorous cells will be killed, further spread of tumor or further infection of virus to the healthy cells, that can be ruled out. So they makes the first defense to protect them from viral infections. Now coming to this. So as T helper cell will be activated, they will release low molecular weight protein which are preferred as cytokines. Now what cytokines can do? Like we use WhatsApp for communications. Cytokines are the mechanism for cell communication. Cytokines can activate TC cells and they can activate B cells as well. So imagine an emergency situation for the cells. So if an emergency situation comes for a cell and cell cannot wait for B cell response and T cell response to be triggered, so what is happening? T helper cell will be activated and they release a variety of cytokines which are going to activate B cells and TC cells. So actually cytokines are also connecting link between cell mediated immune response and humoral immune response. Thank you.